Hi guys, good morning and welcome back to Words and Music. Words and Music is laid out typically in 10 lessons. However, doing this from this extended point of view, we really need a day to make sure that you understand these first 3 lessons before we move on to lesson 4. Plus, the worksheets that you need for lessons 4 through 10 will be in your packets that you're picking up tomorrow or that will be available online. So, I want to take a lot of time today going over your homework and giving you a chance to free write. We're going to start off with 5 minutes of free write. I'm not going to record 5 minutes of silence. So pause the video here, set a timer for 5 minutes. Remember to keep your pen and pencil moving for the entire 5 minutes, and don't worry about what you're writing about. Write about anything. So press pause here, and I'll see you on the other side of pause. Welcome back. You should have worked on this list between last lesson and this lesson. And we're going to go through, and if you are in the Zoom, I'm going to ask I did ask everybody for one of these things. If you did not get to join us on Zoom, I need you to do 2 things for me. One, if you're taking this class, I need you to write it out, have mom or dad send me a screenshot or send me a Word document or something with your answers for these. I just need one under each thing. 2, I need you to talk about this within your family. Just because talking about these things helps spur ideas on for future songs. 3 things that you think a lot about. I think a lot about teaching. I think a lot about music. 3 objects or ideas that are important to you. Object, I think of my guitar a lot. Ideas, I think about my marriage a lot. I think about my wife a lot. I think about the way that I interact with people and that I want to make sure that I'm showing the kindness that I've been shown. First 2 happy memories that come to my mind. Getting married to one of them and getting to play guitar with you guys is one of them. First 2 sad memories. Honestly, the first sad memory that comes to mind is them telling us that we weren't coming back this year. That is the saddest memory that I have right now. The first funny memory that comes to mind is what I told you last time. It's where I put on roller skates for the first time and fell trying to catch myself on a table that also had wheels, and Mr. Rigsby and Mr. Kuhn laughed about it quite a lot, and then went and showed Dr. Esslinger on the security film. So thank you, Dr. Esslinger, Mr. Rigsby, and Mr. Kuhn. Once you've done that, you are supposed to come up with a bunch of titles that could have come from anywhere. You are just supposed to use your journal to record anything catchy that you hear. And you are supposed to share 2 titles with the class. I also need mom or dad to send me those 2 titles that are your favorite out of all the ones that you collected. Let's take a look now at your worksheet that we're going to work on today. And we need to take some time with this. Look over the list that you created. Look over the things that you've written in previous lessons. Look at the things you've written in free writes. Look at the titles that you wrote. Look at your favorite things. I need you to choose 2 subjects. Your 2 subjects could be anything. For our purposes on this video, I'm going to say baseball. And I will say something that my dad has always told me. It is make easy things easy. So those are my 2 things that I'm going to think about right now. Now we need to create 3 possible song titles for each subject. For this one, I'm going to say The Mound, because pitchers pitch from a baseball mound. I'm going to say Bases Loaded. That also comes from baseball. And I'm going to say 3 Strikes. All of those have very specific baseball meanings. Now let's look at subject 2. Subject 2 is a little bit more difficult just because it's something that's specifically related to something I've heard my dad say. I could write for Title 1, make it easy. I could just go easy. What other title could I come up with? I'm not going to come up with the third title. I want you to try to even think maybe how I would think. What is another thing that I could write as a title for Make Easy Things Easy? Try to do the same thing for baseball. Now, I need to think about how my title might become the hook. Remember, the hook is something that gets repeated throughout the song, but it's not the chorus. Typically we find the hook in the chorus, but it's a specific line that sort of gets repeated. Once again, if you're a little bit lost on hook and chorus, don't blame me. It's a little confusing. Also, go back and look at the video I have on the Words and Music playlist. Now, think about how your title might become a good hook. For instance, Make It Easy. Make It Easy is very easily a hook, but Make It Easy makes a pretty good hook. It's something that I could make melodic pretty quickly. Would it be catchy to say or sing? Yeah. Out of all the things I came up with, that's probably the one that is the most catchy. I need you to take time. I need you to work on this worksheet, and I need you to send me what you get from the worksheet and what you get from your other homework. So, just in review, if you were not able to come to the Zoom, I want you to fill this out, have mom or dad take a picture of it, scan it, whatever, email it to me. And also send me this, 2 of your titles, and then at least one thing underneath each of these categories. I will email that out to your parents. You don't have to remember it all right now, but send those things to me over the weekend so that I can look at it and make sure that we're thinking in the right direction, because if we don't have this down, lesson 4 is going to be almost impossible. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Bye.